Yeah, we've been really good in conference. I mean, anytime you go win 17 games in conference play, you've had a really good season. It's been a little bit of up and down. I've said we've been on kind of a 3-month roller coaster ride, where it didn't start so great, and then we played really well, and then didn't play so great, and then here at the end, I think we've played our best baseball since the Sunday at Barry. I think the last 3 weeks we've played our best baseball, and so we've talked about that. I mean, baseball is a unique sport to where it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's a long season, and you hopefully want to be playing your best at the end of the year going into tournament time. So I'm proud of our guys in conference to win games that we needed to get into the tournament and give yourself a chance. And I think we're playing good baseball right now, and hopefully we can keep that going. Yeah, obviously unusual to just play a team 3 times and you turn around and play them in game 1. So there won't be any secrets between the 2 teams, obviously, and it'll be a good test. Obviously, they're a really good team. It was all 3 games this weekend were close games, and both very good teams. And it's tournament time. Anything can happen in the tournament. Everybody's going to be fired up and ready to go. So I mean, it's just going to come down to us executing the things that we need to, and worried about ourselves, and just playing a good game in all areas of the game, and playing a clean baseball game and not hurting ourselves. Well, I don't know. I mean, the series kind of went back and forth a little bit. We played really well on Saturday in the doubleheader. We swung the bats well all weekend. We didn't pitch exceptionally well yesterday, and give UAH credit. They hit the ball really well yesterday against us. So I don't necessarily know what areas we can take advantage. I think it just kind of goes back to us worrying about ourselves. Obviously having Rudkin on the mound, you always feel good. I mean, that guy's been incredible for us all year and been one of the best pitchers in the league. And it'll be a little more of a test for him this weekend. They just saw him, and they'll have a much better idea of what he's all about. But I feel good every time Crit's on the mound, and we need to go out there and play good defense behind him. And most importantly, hopefully we can keep swinging the bats like we have. We swung the bats very, very well the last 3 weeks, and this weekend we really swung the bats well, so hopefully we can keep that going. Yeah, it's been a different year offensively. There's some areas we've done some really good things, like you mentioned, with the home runs and some extra base hits. There's some areas we haven't done real well. I mean, the batting average is down, which doesn't concern me as much as the way the team's built. A lot of strikeouts, which comes with a power hitting team. So you kind of live and die by who you are and what the team you build. And we got a lot of big, strong guys, and in the last 3 weeks, those guys are hitting. You talk about Krabby, he's been unbelievable the entire season. I mean, guy's got 18 doubles, 17 home runs. He's had probably one of the best years in school history. And you hope he can keep it going. Sebastian's been swinging the bat really well lately. And the big one's been Davis Lott. I mean, Davis kind of started off slow, and in the last 3 weeks, he's been arguably our best hitter and been extremely hot. And you put those 3 guys in the lineup, and you get Kari back, who's had an unbelievable year, and get Cryer going, and Teal's had a really good year as a freshman, and I mean, I could keep going. There's lots of guys that are chipping in. Jamos had a good season for us. So it comes down to getting in the tournament, getting hot, getting those bats going, and in tournament play, you got to hit. I mean, I told the guys the other day, to win a championship, you got to do all 3 things. You got to pitch, play defense, and hit. You got to have them all, and you get in that tournament, you got to hit. It's get deep into it. The pitching's going to wear out, and hopefully we can get all those guys going, get those big guys going. But the home run has been a huge. When we've hit, we've scored big numbers, and we've hit a lot of home runs, and hopefully we can get a little more consistency this weekend with all that. It doesn't change. It doesn't change a whole lot on how we prepare. The strategy is obviously a lot different than when you play the round robin, for sure. I mean, you got to bring all your arms. It's a lot longer tournament potentially, but I like it. It's a much more exciting tournament for everybody involved. That round robin, you can end up playing some games that don't matter if you get to day 2 or 3. If you lose the first game, day 1, some teams know that they have no shot to win the tournament. I think this double elimination makes it a lot more exciting for everybody involved. Every game matters. Now, it's a long tournament, so you got to have arms. You're going to have a lot of guys step up. So we talked about yesterday, there's going to be guys, if we get deep into this thing, that we're asking to do things they haven't done all year. And that's what's cool about tournament time. There's going to be somebody's going to step up for some team, or multiple guys are going to step up for some teams and do things they haven't been asked to do, and that team's going to win a championship. Because you got to win 5, 6, possibly 7 games to win this thing. So it's a lot of baseball. It's a fun week. Tournament week, conference tournament week's one of my favorite, probably my favorite time of the year. We all battle. We all play all year to get to this time. So I'm excited for our guys to have this experience. But we talked about yesterday, we're not happy with just getting there. We want to go over there and win the thing and play really good baseball, and that's going to take all 28 guys that we're taking are going to have to contribute for us to get through that tournament. It's going to be a grind all week.
Honestly, mentally preparing for it it's tough. You got to prepare yourself for a tough environment. You got to prepare yourself for all kinds of things that can easily happen there. And it's been a little rough for me, especially because I've been dealing with my illness, and but I feel like I've been prepared well. Mentally tough, so learned that from coach. So it's a good thing. Hopefully we're away. I know it's probably going backwards because everybody wants to be home, but hopefully we're away this weekend, and that way we can set the tone right away and get out there. And me especially, I feel like my role as a hitter, that if I get going, then the rest of the team gets going, and they'll set the tone for the rest of the tournament. They cook really well, and especially now, they're starting to really, like, the bottom of the lineup is starting to pick up. Bass is getting hot, Davis is getting hot, even James getting hot in the 9-hole, and that helps a lot because for a majority of the year is obviously just me, Krabby, and Jason, but with having their help and having those numbers of pop with like home runs and doubles and stuff, that helps a lot.
So there are a couple of things. Early in the game, we threw a lot of off-speed, majority off-speed, and that's something I've been able to handle the whole season. My off-speed I've been able to control for strikes, sometimes even more in my fastball, but the off-speed kind of sets up the fastball. So the first 5 innings or so, I was just on cruise control. I was kind of getting a little angry. I got a little ding up on the elbow here in the second inning, and that kind of made me angry a little bit. So that kind of forced me to go out there and dig a little bit deeper and want to go out and succeed. And my parents were there. It was a big weekend, senior weekend, so that helps too. So like the biggest thing they always say in baseball especially is your ability to adapt and overcome. And change is especially important. Obviously, we only usually face our other teams in our league once, maybe twice a year. So this will be the first time I really had to face another team, especially a week after I'd already faced them. Our game plan has to be a little bit different. Obviously, last week we threw way more off speed, so this week we're probably going to have to throw some more fastballs, some more hard stuff, mix up a little bit more, and kind of see what their game plan is, because it's going to be different than it was on Friday or Saturday. Excuse me. Ingram, Custer, Kielacini, they've all been just incredible. I don't feel like I am sweating after I come out of the game and see those two dudes walking on the field. Elf too. It's nice to leave the game and know that the guy getting the ball behind me has, as big a drive and as big as want to succeed that I do. So that's definitely a big plus.